You're recognized.
Thank you. I'd like to thank the senator from Alabama for leading this effort. And Madam President, Iowa has celebrated a history of exceptional girls' sports programs. We recently saw the Iowa Hawkeyes women's basketball team make it to the national championship after taking home their 5th Big Ten tournament title just days after cheering on the high school girls competing in the state tournament. Last year, the Iowa High School Girls Athletic Union proudly sanctioned girls wrestling, opening up new opportunities for girls to be part of a team and recognized for their achievements. Madam President, Title IX not only makes these events possible, it guarantees an opportunity for our female athletes. Whether it's growing as a leader, winning a championship, or securing a scholarship to college, sports opens doors for young women. But right now, President Biden is working overtime to force institutions to allow biological males to share spaces with females and compete in women's sports. Doors that were opened over 50 years ago are being slammed in the faces of girls across the country because of the progressive left's gender ideology. Girls' locker rooms have now become a battleground for the Democratic Party, and parents continue to be iced out of the issue. Thankfully, last year, Governor Reynolds protected girls' sports across Iowa, from elementary school all the way up to the collegiate level. Here in the Senate, I'm proud to join my friend from Alabama and our colleagues in supporting the Protection of Women and Girls in Sports Act. Under this legislation, any athletic program that receives federal funds and permits a biological male to participate in competitions designated for women or girls would be in violation of federal law. The House just passed this common sense bill last week, and we should not waste any more time in passing it here in the Senate. Peyton McNabb is a senior in high school. She loves volleyball, but was severely injured last fall because a biological male spiked the ball into her face. Riley Gaines Barker, a 12-time NCAA All-American athlete, was forced to compete against a biological male, Leah Thomas, in the 200 freestyle. The two tied for 5th place, with Thomas taking home the trophy. No kidding. Thomas took home the trophy. The NCAA told Riley it was necessary for photo purposes. Madam President, Leah Thomas is a 6'4" biological male who swam on the men's team at the University of Pennsylvania for 3 years before switching to the women's team for his final year. Thomas beat female 2020 Olympic silver medalists and American record holders to win an NCAA Division I title. Man, you might feel like a woman, but you aren't one. We must protect our young girls and make sure they aren't pushed off the podium. Title IX is the law of the land, whether the far left likes it or not. The law was created to offer the same playing field to female athletes as their male counterparts, not to subject women to second place and the sidelines. In defense of our Iowa daughters and female athletes across the nation, I am standing with Riley Gaines, who was recently attacked by radical activists on a college campus. And her message? Biological men should not be allowed to compete in women's sports. Our female athletes deserve fairness, safety, and the ability to win those top scholarships and titles, as Title IX intended. No amount of harassment from the radical left will stop strong women from standing up for the truth and for what is right. If Senate Democrats pushing the so-called Equal Rights Amendment were really interested in equal rights for women, they would protect women's sports and spaces from biological men. Madam President, every time a girl steps onto the mat, onto the court, the field, or the track, she should know that she has every opportunity to compete and win. I'm proud to work with my friend, Senator Tuberville, and my colleagues in fighting to pass the Protection of Women and Girls in Sports Act. And with that, I will yield back to Senator Tuberville.
Madam President.
Senator